This is where we want to help people understand that to make this thing an investment and an expense is by unlocking these freedoms and making it a wealth growing machine the way that we structure it.
And what would some people say are some of the challenges or negatives associated with them?
I think the biggest thing would be you run out of time or your deal's not big enough. And I'll start with the time one. Like we're working on a deal right now, and a gentleman found us about 3-4 weeks before his close of his business, and he feels great about it. He's ready to go forward, but his partner, it's kind of last minute for him, and so he's looking at it and he's nervous, and so it's creating the tension between this is something that's brand new. It's millions of dollars. I've never seen it before. My CPA haven't heard about it. My financial advisor hasn't heard about it. And so part of the negative would be just, is it too good to be true? Is it legal? Was it work? What happens if the IRS comes knocking? And we have all of the, so in other words, we need to set it up before close of escrow. And it's not something you can wait on. And it's something that you have to do before basically the buyer removes all contingencies. And so the time can be squeezed, which means it's not flexible when it comes to that. The other downside would be perhaps someone would say, oh, it's really expensive. It's about 1.5% to 2% on a recurring annual basis on the AUM that goes into the account, and about 1.5% to set up. And so that expensive piece can be kind of a hindrance. But if you have $1 million net proceeds and $1 million gain, that typically means you have about $250,000 to $500,000 of tax, depending on your state you're in and what depreciation recapture you have. And so this is where we want to help people understand that to make this thing an investment and an expense is by unlocking these freedoms and making it a wealth growing machine the way that we structure it. So I think the last one would be perhaps, you need that trusted person to say yes, right? And if that trusted person doesn't know about it, then it can be kind of a downside. There's a third party unrelated trustee. That's our role. So you do have to put trust into another group. But it's not unlike what you would do with a 1031 exchange accommodator when you put the trust in them to hold your funds for a period of time. So those are some of the challenges that would be faced with the deferred sales trust.
All right, very good, and a very fair, I think, explanation of both the pros and the cons.